The day has finally come and I am going to get my iron infusion right now. I have never been happier to have an IV stuck in me. In case you don't know, an iron infusion is a medical process where they use an IV to put iron directly into your bloodstream. For the last few months, or I would even say up to a year, have faced extreme fatigue. By 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, I have zero energy left and it's just like powering through for the rest of the day. That hasn't felt good. After doing some labs with my doctor, it turns out that I have anemia, low iron. I did try to take some pills for a while, for a couple months, and they didn't do much. So I've opted to do this infusion and I do have to pay out of pocket for it, but I think it's gonna be worth it. The whole process is supposed to take 3 hours. An hour and a half is gonna be the actual infusion, and then the last half is observation, just to make sure that I don't have any kind of allergic or other reaction to the medication. But I am just so happy at the potential that this has to let me feel like myself again. So I wanna take you with me and show you the whole process. And I also plan to make some update videos over the next couple of weeks to let you know how it's going. So let's go get this infusion. Okay, well, I'm here a few minutes behind, but it's like 3 minutes. So basically on time, and I'm excited. Okay, so I am back home from the procedure and it is done. I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to just because of privacy and the setup of the clinic. There were quite a few other people in there, so I was just really cautious with filming. But let me tell you about the experience. So I went in and the nurse went over all of the risks of the procedure with me once again. I already did a phone prep, so I kind of had heard all of that already, but she went over everything again and I signed off that I was fine with it. She put the IV in and the process was pretty uneventful, luckily. Some of the things that she said I could feel and that I would probably feel right away is if I was having an allergic reaction, then I would feel tingling and swelling basically around my eyes and my lips. So for the first few minutes, I was really paying attention to my body, but luckily I had no allergic reaction. Other things that she said could happen would be like a sudden headache that comes on, nausea, just an overall feeling of being unwell. And she said if anything like that were to happen, or stinging or burning sensation in your body, she said if anything were to happen like that, especially around the headache or the nausea, she would just pause the treatment if it happened in the first few minutes and give me like 30 minutes and then start it again. Clearly it would be a different procedure if it was an allergic reaction. The only thing that I felt was at the site of my IV and kind of around my arm, like towards my elbow, it felt really cold. And she said that that wasn't anything to be concerned about. The whole process actually took 2 hours, not 3, like what they had mentioned on the phone. And the procedure itself, like getting the iron, the 1,000 milligrams of iron that I got, took 45 minutes. And the rest of the 2 hours was for observation. Also, what she did throughout the whole thing, like before she hooked up the IV and like 2 or 3 times while I was sitting in the chair, and then another time while I was in observation, the observation period, she checked my vitals. So my temperature and my blood pressure, which was consistent throughout. After my 45 minutes, for the rest of the time, I just sort of sat around, I watched TV, they had some snacks, I had some cookies and candy. And she kept the IV in for that time. She said just because if I did have an allergic reaction and my throat closed up or I couldn't swallow, they have some medicine that they can give to you through the IV. So that was kept on all the way until the end. But yes, at the end of my time, she just took everything out and I was sent about my way. And she said that within 2 to 10 days is when I can really start to feel the effect of getting the iron. As it stands right now, I feel pretty good, but not that different. So I'm hoping that this will really kick in over the next couple of days. And I plan to make an update video in 1 week to let you know if this was worth it. So thank you so much for coming with me today. Subscribe for more and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.